Hello, my friends. Welcome back to today's episode of our English Learning Podcast. With Perfect English Podcast, my name is Sarah. I am very happy that you have joined me today, and I want you to feel comfortable and relaxed as we spend this time together. By listening and speaking along with me, you are already taking an important step toward improving your English, and at the same time, you are learning how to focus on yourself. Focusing on yourself means paying attention to your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions, and it is one of the most important skills you can develop, not only for learning English, but for your personal growth in life. Today, we will combine learning English with learning to focus, so you can practice listening, speaking, and thinking in English while training your mind to stay calm and aware. In this episode, we will begin by preparing ourselves with a simple warm-up, using breathing exercises and short affirmations. This will help you relax and get ready to focus, and it will also warm up your voice so that speaking English feels natural and easy. Then, we will talk about practical steps for focusing on yourself. I will guide you through small and simple exercises that you can do every day, such as noticing your thoughts, practicing mindful breathing, setting small goals, eliminating distractions, and reflecting on your progress. For each step, I will give clear examples in English, and I will ask you to repeat after me so you can practice speaking and listening at the same time. We will also do a mini practice session where you will speak short sentences and practice small dialogues that help you focus and think in English. These exercises are simple but very powerful because they train both your mind and your English speaking ability. You will see how connecting your focus with English practice can make your learning more effective and enjoyable. By the end of this episode, you will have learned not only techniques to stay focused on yourself, but also ways to speak English more clearly, confidently, and naturally. So, my friends, relax, take a deep breath, and enjoy this time with me. Remember, learning English and learning to focus on yourself are both journeys that take patience, practice, and consistency. Each sentence you speak, each thought you notice, and each repetition you do brings you closer to your goals. Let's begin today's journey together, step by step, with calm, focus, and positive energy. Before we begin our main exercises for today, let's take a few minutes to warm up both our mind and our voice. Just like athletes stretch before a workout or singers warm up their voices before a performance, we also need to prepare our body, our mouth, and our mind before speaking English and practicing focus. This warm-up is simple, but it is very powerful because it helps you relax, clears your mind, and gets your mouth ready to form words smoothly. When we warm up first, speaking English becomes easier, our pronunciation improves, and our mind is ready to focus on the tasks ahead. So, let's start by sitting comfortably, relaxing our shoulders, and taking a moment to breathe deeply. Take a slow, deep breath in through your nose. Hold it for 1 second, and now exhale slowly through your mouth. Very good. Let's do it again. Inhale. Feel your chest and shoulders rise, and exhale slowly, letting your body relax even more. Notice how your mind is becoming calmer with each breath. Mindful breathing is very helpful because it not only relaxes your body, but it also trains your brain to focus on the present moment. This is the first step in learning how to focus on yourself while practicing English. By paying attention to your breath, you are learning to notice your thoughts and calm your mind, which is an important skill we will use throughout this episode. Now, let's warm up our voice with some simple sentences. I will say a sentence, and then I want you to repeat it clearly and slowly after me. Don't worry about mistakes, just try your best. The first sentence is, I can speak English. Repeat it now. I can speak English. Excellent. One more time. I can speak English. Very good. Now, let's try the next sentence. I am learning every day. Repeat after me. I am learning every day. Wonderful. Again. I am learning every day. Perfect. And the last warm-up sentence is, speaking makes me stronger. Repeat with me. Speaking makes me stronger. Very good. Once more. Speaking makes me stronger. Fantastic. These sentences are not only warming up your voice, they are also positive affirmations. Each time you say, I can speak English, you are telling your mind that you are capable of learning. When you say, I am learning every day, you remind yourself that improvement happens step by step. And when you say, speaking makes me stronger, you are reinforcing the idea that practice gives you power and confidence. Repeating these affirmations while speaking aloud also helps your mouth and tongue move more freely, which is important for clear pronunciation. Now that your mind is calm, your breathing is steady, and your voice is ready, you are fully prepared to begin the main exercises of today's episode. Smile and take a moment to appreciate that you have already started practicing English and focusing on yourself. You are warming up your body, your mind, and your voice, all essential parts of learning. By practicing this warm-up every day before speaking English, you will notice that your words become clearer, your mind becomes calmer, and your focus becomes stronger. Now, let's talk in detail about how you can practice speaking English while focusing on yourself. There are several simple and effective steps that you can do every day. By practicing these steps, you will not only improve your English, but you will also train your mind to stay calm, focused, and aware. The first step is to speak to yourself. This means describing what you are doing or thinking in simple English sentences. For example, you can say out loud, I am brushing my teeth, or I am making tea, or I am walking to school. Repeat each sentence slowly and clearly after me. Speaking to yourself helps your brain connect English words to your daily activities, and it also trains your mouth to form words naturally. Doing this regularly strengthens both your English and your ability to concentrate on yourself at the same time. The second step is called shadowing practice. Shadowing means listening to a short sentence or phrase and repeating it immediately, almost as if you are shadowing the speaker. This is very helpful because it trains your ears to recognize English sounds and your mouth to speak naturally. For example, I will say, today is a beautiful day. Now, repeat after me. Today is a beautiful day. Excellent. One more time. Today is a beautiful day. Shadowing improves your pronunciation, rhythm, and fluency. When you do this every day, you start speaking English more confidently and naturally, even without thinking too much about the words. And do your best to pronounce each word slowly and clearly. Don't worry if you make mistakes. Every repetition is progress. Let's start with describing your daily routine. I will say a sentence, and then I want you to repeat it slowly and clearly. Ready? Repeat after me. I wake up in the morning. Excellent. One more time. I wake up in the morning. Very good. Now say, I brush my teeth. Again, I brush my teeth. Perfect. Next, I go to work. Repeat, I go to work. Great. I talk to my friends. Repeat, I talk to my friends. Very good. And finally, I learn English every day. One more time. I learn English every day. Wonderful. Notice how each sentence is short and simple, but each one helps your mind focus and your mouth speak more clearly. Doing this daily will train both your focus and your English speaking skills. Now let's move on to a short conversation practice. Conversations are important because English is a language we use to talk to other people, not just ourselves. I will say something first and then you repeat it after me. Ready? I say, "Good morning." Your turn. "Good morning?" Excellent. Now I ask, "How are you?" Repeat after me. "How are you?" Very good. I respond, "I'm fine, thank you." Now you say, "I'm fine, thank you." Perfect. Then I ask, "And you?" Repeat, "And you?" Wonderful. Finally I say, "I'm great. Let's start our day." And you repeat, "I'm great. Let's start our day. Fantastic." During this mini practice session, you are training your brain to focus, your mouth to pronounce words clearly, and your mind to think in English. Each sentence and dialogue helps you practice speaking naturally and confidently. Remember, consistency is key. Even practicing for 3 to 5 minutes every day will make a big difference over time. Smile while you practice, enjoy each word you speak, and notice how your focus and your English improve together. You are doing an excellent job, and every repetition brings you closer to speaking English confidently and clearly. My friends, before we finish today's practice, I want to take a few minutes to share some important tips and motivation with you. Learning to speak English and learning to focus on yourself can sometimes feel challenging. At times you might think, "I am not improving fast enough," or "I keep making mistakes." But let me tell you something very important. Mistakes are not failures. They are part of the learning process. Every time you make a mistake, your mind is learning something new. Every time you stumble over a word or forget a sentence, your brain is noticing what to do differently next time. Mistakes are actually a sign that you are practicing and making progress, so don't be afraid of them. Embrace them. Learn from them, and keep moving forward. One of the best ways to improve your English and your focus is to practice every day. Speaking English is like exercising a muscle. You would not expect your muscles to get stronger by working out once a month, right? The same is true for your mind and your voice. Daily practice, even for just a few minutes, is far more effective than practicing for a long time only occasionally. Each day you practice, your pronunciation, fluency, and confidence grow a little more. Each repetition trains your mind to focus, your mouth to form words clearly, and your ears to listen carefully. Over time, these small daily efforts will add up, and you will notice real improvement in both your English speaking and your ability to stay focused. Another important tip is to be patient and positive with yourself. Learning a new language and learning to focus are both journeys that take time and effort. Some days you may feel like you are not improving, and that is completely normal. But if you stay consistent and keep practicing, step by step, your skills will grow. Celebrate small successes along the way, like saying a sentence clearly, repeating a dialogue correctly, or noticing that your mind is calmer. Each small achievement is a step forward and a reason to feel proud of yourself. It is also important to enjoy the process. Learning English is not just about speaking correctly, it is about building confidence, training your mind, and opening new opportunities. Smile while you practice, enjoy each repetition, and remember that you are improving with every effort. Positive thoughts and a positive attitude help your brain focus better and make learning faster and more enjoyable. Finally, my friends, remember that every small step counts. Speaking English, practicing focus, repeating sentences, recording your voice, and thinking in English are all steps that will lead you to success. Keep practicing every day, be patient with yourself, and embrace mistakes as part of learning. Your mind, your voice, and your confidence are growing with each practice session. Stay positive, stay consistent, and trust the process. You are learning, improving, and becoming stronger with every word you speak. Keep going. And soon, speaking English confidently and focusing on yourself will feel completely natural. As we come to the end of today's episode, I want to take a moment to thank you warmly for spending this time with me. Thank you for listening, repeating, and practicing English while also learning how to focus on yourself. The fact that you are here, dedicating even a few minutes of your day to improving your English and your concentration, shows your commitment and your courage. Learning a language and learning to focus on your mind are both journeys that require patience, consistency, and positive energy. By participating in this podcast, you are already taking important steps toward reaching your goals. I am truly proud of you for being here and for practicing step by step, even when it feels challenging. Remember, every word you repeat, every sentence you say, and every practice session you do is a step forward. Small, consistent efforts create big results over time. Speaking English confidently is not something that happens overnight. It grows gradually as you practice daily, pay attention to your mind, and focus on your actions. Today, we practiced breathing exercises, short sentences, simple dialogues, and self-focused thinking. Each of these exercises trains your mind to focus, your ears to listen carefully, and your mouth to form words clearly. Every time you practice, your confidence grows, your pronunciation improves, and your ability to speak English naturally becomes stronger. I also want to remind you that mistakes are a normal part of learning. They are not failures, but opportunities to grow and improve. Every time you stumble over a word, forget a sentence, or speak slowly, your brain is learning. Every repetition, correction, and effort helps you become more fluent and confident. Be patient with yourself. Stay positive and celebrate small achievements along the way. Even if today you only manage to repeat a few sentences or think in English for a few minutes, that is progress, and that progress matters. Finally, I invite you to join me again in the next episode. We will continue practicing, learning new techniques, and strengthening both your focus and your English speaking skills. Keep practicing every day, even if it is only a few minutes, and continue using the exercises we learned today. Each time you listen, repeat, and speak, you are building a strong foundation for confidence and fluency. Keep smiling, keep focusing, and keep speaking. I am excited to continue this journey with you, and I know that with patience, practice, and consistency, you will reach your goals. Thank you again for being here today. I will see you in the next episode, ready to practice, ready to learn, and ready to grow. Goodbye for now, my friends, and keep speaking English every day.